Welcome to June in Gasper Cottage. The long, long days start with this, the view from my bedroom. And that perspective enables you to look down on this planting and see the kind of rivers of colour and the forms. And in the early mornings, the light catches these grasses just as they're coming up. I mean, they'll go all silvery soon, but at the moment, they're these wonderful, rich colours. And the nepeta in the pots just blends beautifully with the flowers beyond. These alliums are amazing. It's Allium Christophii, and they're just huge. But on one side of the bed, I've mixed in some orange in with the purples just to give that sparkle and brightness. And as you go to the other side of the bed, it's got this fantastic pink rose. But, as you go through, the colours in the middle have neither the pink nor the orange, so that hopefully those two never end up next to each other. But that pink rose, it's a beautiful rose and fantastic scent. All round the garden, the roses are fantastic at the moment, whether it's up by the wall or this beautiful climbing rose on the pergola. And I've got a pair of these at either end of the pergola, and they're just about getting well above head height now. You know, in a couple of years, they will really start to work on the pergola. But from that corner, you get this gorgeous view, and you can really see the shape that I've made in this lawn and the way the planting moves from the bright colours of the hotbed round the corner of the house. And then as you go across, you've got the pinks and the blues and the sweep of the lawn. You know, yes, there's a slope, but it's great. And from there, you get the view and the enticement and the invitation up the little garden path that runs through that big curved bed, which is just a full mass of colour and form and floaty flowers at the moment. And while the foxgloves may be fading, the delphiniums are in full bloom. And there's a fantastic white delphinium in the corner of this bed. And as you look across from inside, you know, the morning light just catches all of those spires of flowers. And then in the evenings, they're kind of backlit against the dark of the wall behind, which is a truly magical effect. Speaking of magical, the invitation through the gate into the secret garden is always an absolute delight. And the secret garden at the moment is a mass of flowers, from the dianthus to the poppies to the first of the dahlias, and it's wonderful. And there's fantastic sweet peas on these two pillars, which give you the waft of scent as you come through. And again, in the morning light, the tops of the flower heads, you know, there's still lots of things to grow through, but silhouetted against the view beyond is wonderful. And the little patch of terrace outside the studio there, where I can sit and have a cup of tea when I'm having a tea break from work, is just a perfect spot. There's a kind of sea of this bright pink lichness going through the middle. It's possibly slightly overdone, but you can't have really too much colour or too many bees in your garden. But for sheer flower power at the moment, the front garden is hard to beat. This Nautia Melton Pastels has been a fantastic addition. It's hugely tall, and the mix of colours is wonderful, and they sort of drape themselves around in front of and through and behind other plants. And again, up here, the delphiniums are in their supreme state. And these sweet peas give you a waft of that scent as you come in and out of the front door. But as you get to the end of the day, what could be nicer than a gentle walk through the flower-studded orchard, down, past all of this wonderful, rich mixture of things in the grasses, to the pond, where you can either just sit and enjoy the view with a cup of tea, or slip into the water and swim up and down, surrounded by dragonflies, pond skaters and newts.